And we are live. Welcome to the stream. And today I'm going to be talking about THORCHAIN and THORSWAP, what has been happening within the ecosystem, and some things that have gone right and some things that have gone wrong. Obviously, the thing that has gone right is the price. So last time I was on here, let me just double check I've got audio. Yeah, we've got audio. So last time I was on here, we looked at the price action, and I predicted it was about to break out, which I was correct about. So if we have a look. Now, at first, what I did is I drew two triangles. So we're looking at a symmetrical triangle. So there's this larger one here, which I predicted the rise going into here was this. So if we came out of it, we could have gone up this high, which we pretty much did. We got up to literally where I said, $17. And then the second one, which looked a bit more like an actual symmetrical triangle, was the smaller bit here. And then I said if it broke from here, you would get the rise of the bottom to the top. I think it was up to 11, was it? Yeah. But anyway, so where we're at now is it's basically broke out from that. This range, which was about $8, got up to 17, and then it's kind of gone up, consolidated, gone up, and then consolidated again, and now it's consolidated from 17 to about 14, and it looks like if you zoom out, there's a bit of resistance all along around this area. So in theory, it should bounce off this and continue its uptrend. You can see here it kind of used it as a bit of support and resistance along here a couple of times, and then here, obviously. So as we're in a bull run, it's got good, strong fundamentals, in my opinion, and it will continue rising, I think, towards the end of this bull run, which will be, towards the end of the year, the start of next year. However, a few things have been happening, within the ecosystem recently, which was the launch of the Thor token. Now, the Thor token is based on THORSWAP, which is the decentralized exchange for THORCHAIN. So what happened? So this was released on October 22nd on the THORSWAP Finance Medium, basically saying that THORSWAP's Thor token will be launched in 3 phases: Thor Starter, THORCHAIN, and Sushi Swap. Phase 1, Thor Starter, which is completed now. Thor will be first launched on Thor Starter from November 1st at the same price per token as the private sale. There will be a capped token launch, meaning each participant is capped at max $300 per participant. This is intended to encourage a much broader community participation, minimum 2,500 participants, and to limit whale activity. Thor Starter has built a first-of-its-kind model, a token launchpad that combines decentralized liquidity with an investment DAO that helps to bootstrap promising projects. Phase 2, THORCHAIN. Shortly after, on November 3rd, which was yesterday, there will be an uncapped liquidity pool on THORCHAIN, which allows unlimited participation using RUNE or THORCHAIN. Starting price will be the same as Thor Starter, then adjust as pool liquidity fills. Deposit RUNE into the pending pool, receive Thor when the pool becomes activated. Estimated 3 days. Now, phase 3, we'll go into phase 3. So phase 3 after that, soon after the THORCHAIN liquidity pool, Thor will become available on Sushi Swap. Liquidity in the Thor ETH Sushi Pool Swap, Sushi Swap pool will reflect the same price in THORCHAIN's liquidity pool. Now, particular launch did not go smoothly, and there was some problems. So what I'm going to do is share a video and just go through what those problems were. So if I just get rid of that and stop that, and if I share this here, Twitter, this is it. Let's get this up.
So what happened was THORSWAP launched their new token Thor on THORCHAIN, and the intent was to open up the pool so that we could start, providing liquidity into that pool and get a yield from that and all that kind of stuff. The intention the team had was to use the treasury, which is really there to help fund the community and to provide assistance to the community. I think we saw this as an opportunity to support a project that we believe very strongly in. It's a great project, and so we wanted to provide liquidity into this pool and kind of average it out over time. That's why there were like 6 transactions over I think it was 20 minutes or 30 minutes, something like this. It's to kind of average over time. I think the mistake that was made is that the first transaction was made, the first time adding liquidity was made before the faucet, the Thor faucet, was enabled. We had all thought that everything was on, everything was ready. People were, the pool was
open. Going as scheduled.
Yeah, it was already it was like 10:05 or 10. It was already past the time anyway. And the pool was created. They had the RUNE in it. It had the Thor tokens in it. We thought it was all ready, but we didn't realize that the Thor Swap team hadn't enabled the faucet yet to enable people to get the one Thor token to add liquidity. And so we thought we were doing it at the same time as everybody else and not trying to front run or anything like that. That ended up being what actually happened, and that was certainly not the intention that anybody had. I think, and we were kind of surprised to learn later on, but the intention was just to get in with everybody else and then provide liquidity into this pool, just because we're big fans of the project. It's a great allocation of resources, allocation of treasury to support a project that is, doing a lot of really great work. And so we wanted to continue to support that.
Yeah.
I think we just made the mistake of getting in earlier than we thought we were getting into. We wanted to get in the same as everybody else. And then over time, buy more and more and more just to give. If we wanted just to ape in and take it all, we would have just did it all in one transaction and take everything. That was obviously not what happened, or were we even close to interested in doing that.
Yeah.
So we wanted to get in over time, over a 20, 30 minute period, whatever it ended up being. I mean, the first stage was filled up in I think it was 15 minutes, 17 minutes. So it was a very short period. So we wanted to get over, and relative to that,
Sure. Space it out.
Yeah. So we did space it out. So it ended up being just the first transaction, which I think was 100,000 RUNE, which is relatively small to what the contribution was. In the end, it was 1.4 million RUNE was contributed by the treasury into this pool. So relatively small.
But because of how early it was.
Because of how early it was.
So basically what happened was, if we just go back on that screen. So this section here, basically, long story short, the whales got in and got most of the token, the Thor token, leaving the small people who are not whales unable to get any. Basically meaning that the whales get it at a very cheaper price, and now the price would have then risen a lot higher. I mean, the whales get the best deal. So a lot of people are unhappy about this on Twitter, and THORSWAP have been apologizing on Twitter all day, saying that they'll make amends of it, basically. And there you go. They didn't think that it would go that way, but it did. However, you can get THORSWAP now, in theory. What I would say is, if you get on SushiSwap, if you go on Google and you put SushiSwap in, make sure that it's this one here, https //sushi.com. If you Googled SushiSwap, there was one on today, and it looks like there's another scam one here. There was an actual scam one that was sushinswap.com. And the moment you clicked on the website, basically what it did is it asked you to select your wallet, your DeFi wallet, which is MetaMask Trust. And what it did was ask you to actually put in your secret phrase, your 16 word phrase to get your wallet. So basically, it was just scamming you to get your cryptocurrency. So just make sure you're using the correct website, which is this one here, which is the sushi.com. So if you go on here, you can get the ETH version. So select ETH, select the token, which is under Thor. And expanding results. For some reason, it's not showing now. It showed me before. So if we go on, let me just go on CoinGecko. It should be just Thor. So if we go on CoinGecko, let me just double check. So CoinGecko, and the price probably will not show yet on here because it's just launched. If you wanted to get it, go on Thor. Thor Swap. So yeah, market tracking coming soon. So it's not even there's not any information about it yet. So this is the contract you need to copy and paste into Sushi Swap, but it should show up. I literally went on this before, clicked on select token, and then typed it in, and it showed up, and it said import it from because it should say import from CoinGecko, because it did show it, and then you'll be able to swap it for it. Obviously, there's no price here yet, so you don't know what price it will be. But it should be available at the moment as this launched today. Remember, it will require ETH gas, so if you don't want to pay too much ETH, obviously, you may want to get into it using the liquidity pool instead, which is on THORSWAP. So if we click on here, launch the app. Apologies for slow internet. By the way, as well, if you want to get on my DeFi course, learn how to make money in DeFi, just click the link in the description below, and you'll be able to learn how to DeFi, learn how to yield farm, learn how to make money basically in DeFi, get high yield, take out crypto loans, navigate the bear market, and there's also a couple of bonus units as well on there as well. So click on the link in the description below. So this is the Thor Swap site, as you can see here. And if you click on the Thor launch, live now. So you need to commit your RUNE to here, and you need to have enough ETH to cover gas fees. So you connect your wallet, you connect whatever it is connected to. So whether it's MetaMask, whether it is Trust Wallet, wherever you keep your RUNE, and you keep your ETH. Let's just see if I can connect mine. No, I can't connect mine. And then what you do is you would connect your wallet to here, and then you'll deposit some RUNE. You would then pay for it in ETH, and then you would earn Thor. So you can earn it this way using your RUNE, or you can use it the other way, which is obviously going through your Sushi Swap, and you can go on and buy it via the app using the ETH that way. It's entirely up to you. Not sure on 100% on the APY yet, or what the actual token is doing in terms of price. In the next few days, you'll be able to have a more clear picture of whether it will be a rug pull, whether it will shoot up and go all the way down, or it will be a more stable rise over time. Only time will tell. So I will do another video on maybe a week's time, 2 weeks' time, just to see what's happening with the price and if it is rising, and if it hasn't been a disaster, because it's obviously had a bad launch at the start, obviously. So we'll have to see what happens. Anyway, cheers for watching, guys. If you like the video, please share it. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you very soon.